Alright, so I was playing TDS recently, and I noticed something. Alright, so this something is Warden. Now, ever since Pizza Party got reworked, it's been so much more difficult, and that really just makes you think, is Warden really worth it anymore? Now, sure, he can stun enemies, which, yeah, that's really good, I guess. But, you know, even though Warden can stun, let me just put him up against, you know, wave 30 Fallen. No stun. 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 See, it is just, like, so incredibly bad. So, even though Warden has stunning mechanics, he can't even stun most of the enemies in the game anymore. Now, Warden has lost his pretty much only thing that makes him good, which is the stun. I guess you can argue that his DPS being so high is enough to make up for literally doing nothing with the stun. But let me just give him some booster towers here and see how well he fares. Let's put him up against wave 35 Fallen. Alright, we'll just chain and see how well we do. Now, and of course, naturally, we're going to leak these Fallen Seraphs. But, Warden is doing absolutely nothing right now. Warden is doing diddly squat. You want to know why that is? That's because Warden has no range at all. So the fact that he has like 141 DPS, that doesn't matter, considering the fact that his range is absolutely doo-doo butter. You can quite literally almost get the same amount of DPS by just placing 6 brawlers. Let me show you. Keep in mind that brawler is also the cheapest hardcore tower. You can get him with only 1,500 gems, which nowadays I'd say getting 1,500 gems, it's easier than beating Pizza Party. So if you compare Brawler and Warden side by side, they do basically the same amount of DPS. And Brawler is significantly cheaper as well. So why use Warden? Because right now, in his current state, he is completely useless. He's not even a good sub DPS because of his low range. He is just bad. He is just straight up a bad tower. He can't even be used to speedrun Molten or casual mode, whatever you want to call it, anymore, because you don't make enough money. So, Warden is just really bad. And even if you want to argue that he's not supposed to be main DPS, okay, that's a fair argument. So his stun is what makes him good, right? So why are you using him over something like, I don't know, Electroshocker? He has chain effects, he has so much more range, and he's just better. He's just so much better. See, I want to see him stall wave 35 and see how much he can stall these guys. He's already stunning more. He's already stalling so much more than Warden. These guys were able to get past the Warden, which is absolutely crazy. Now let me heal. And now, of course, because Electroshocker is not a main DPS, he's not going to do anything. But the point is proven that he is so much better at stalling than Warden ever has been. So, if his stunning is outclassed by freezing towers, and his late game is easily outclassed by Brawler, because Brawler has way less cost and can also be placed in the early game, it's just not even fair. Warden is not a good tower anymore. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to point out. Warden is extremely weak now. And I don't think that anybody can argue that he's a strong tower anymore, because he's not. And he's definitely not worth beating Pizza Party now. Nonetheless, you have to pay 4,000 coins even after you beat Pizza Party, so why would you ever go out of your way to beat Pizza Party for this guy in specific? And why would you ever go out of your way to spend money on him? And in the game, they're charging Warden, they're charging you 600 Robux for the Warden Tower, when you can just spend an extra 400 Robux and you can get an even better tower, Brawler. So there is just no need for this tower right now. He needs a rework. That's pretty much it. Bye.